Born from the Eagle Claw Fiascofi Night Troopers to legendary nickname for the Special Operations Aviation Regiment 160, or forged from the ashes of a painful military disaster. To understand the origins of this elite unit, we need to go back in time to April 24, 1980. It was a barren desert region in Iran known as Desert 1. Operation Eagle Claw, daring mission to rescue 52 American hostages held in Tehran, ended in catastrophic failure. Harried by technical problems, poor coordination, and a fierce sandstorm, the operation collapsed. Before it could begin, 8 US servicemen were killed in a fiery collision between a C-130 Hercules transport plane and an RH-53VC Stallion helicopter. The hostages were not rescued. The nation suffered a severe blow to its reputation, and most importantly, the severe lack of a specialized Air Force specially trained for special missions was exposed to the whole world. The birth of the Night Troopers. The United States needed that aviation unit capable of operating under extreme pressure, in complete darkness, with absolute precision and stealth, and able to coordinate seamlessly with America's most elite ground forces. But by October of 1981, that urgent need had become a reality. Task Force on 60 was formed from the elite of the 101 Airborne Division at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. These were combat-tested pilots and aircrews. Many were Vietnam veterans. They began rigorous training in night missions at extremely low altitudes, a skill virtually unheard of at the time. They flew with first-generation night vision goggles, taking risks that would have made most other pilots shudder. They crashed, they adapted, and they trained even harder. From a temporary solution, they gradually became a legendary force. In the sky by 1986, Task Force on 60 was officially upgraded to the 160 Special Operations Aviation Group. And as the 90s began, the Night Troopers were no longer a covert stopgap solution. They had become the tip of the combat knife. Before the boots touched the ground, before the first bullet was fired, the Night Troopers war began in the cockpit, where man and machine became one. And no aircraft better exemplified their deadly sophistication and surgical precision than the smallest, fastest, and perhaps most iconic tool in their arsenal, the MH-6 Little Bird helicopter. The MH-6 Little Bird was the embodiment of surgical speed and absolute versatility. That is why the 160 Regiment always held it in such high regard, designed to optimize speed, maneuverability, and penetration precision. Little Bird is deployed on missions that require scalpel, not a sledgehammer, unlike larger helicopters that rely on raw power and payload. The MH-6 excels in near urban alleys, razor-thin canyons, or rooftop landing sites where no other airframe can operate. It is the first choice on elite ground forces need to be delivered straight into the teeth of the enemy. With zero wait time and no room for error, night soldiers often use MH-6s for covert infiltration, rapid exfiltration, and direct action raids, especially in environments where surprise and timing are everything. Despite its modest size, the MH-6 Little Bird is a masterpiece of tactical engineering, built with dimensions that directly serve its battlefield role. With an overall length of approximately 32.5 feet and a height of less than 10 feet, the aircraft is compact enough to maneuver through urban traffic or land on rooftops with surgical precision. Its rotor diameter is approximately 27.5 feet, providing the lift and control needed for highly maneuverable flight, even in unstable or space-constrained environments. The aircraft's slender fuselage, approximately 24.5 feet long and just 4.5 feet wide, allows for external benches to be attached to either side to carry up to 6 fully equipped special operations personnel. Every inch of the Little Bird airframe is designed for function or of a form, enabling rapid deployment from transport aircraft or ground vehicles, and making it irreplaceable in missions where space, speed, and stealth are non-negotiables. Its minimalist appearance isn't a compromise, it's a tactical advantage. While the MH-6 Little Bird was primarily designed for covert infiltration and exfiltration missions, its attack variant, the R6, transforms the versatile platform into a formidable flying cannon. Equipped with short wings, the R6 can carry a variety of weapons, tailored to provide close air support and precision strikes. Armaments include the M1347.62mm rotary machine gun, the M260 to .75-inch rocket launcher, and the AGM-11 for Hellfire missile, providing the flexibility to effectively deal with a variety of targets. The power of the Chinook. The Night Soldier's sledgehammer from the delicate scalpel known as Little Bird. We move on to the sledgehammer. At the MH-47G Chinook, if the MH-6 was built to, sneak in and out like a whisper. The Chinook comes like a THUND or CLAP for the Night Soldier. It's more than just a heavy transport helicopter, it's a cavalry force. And it always arrives at the right time. The MH-47G Chinook is more than just a bigger helicopter, it's a completely different war machine. Designed from the ground up to meet the relentless demands of the 160 Regiment. Based on the combat-proven CH-47 airframe, the MH-47G is built specifically for long range, high-risk special operations missions. It shines in scenarios where distance, payload and sheer toughness are the key variables. When Night Soldiers needed to move an entire special operations platoon deep into enemy territory, along with vehicles, equipment and supporting fire, often under cover of night and with no room for error, the MH-47G was the answer. What makes it irreplaceable is its ability to fly farther and carry more than any other helicopter in the US Army's arsenal, equipped with in-flight refueling capabilities. The MH-47G can fly hundreds of miles without landing. At the heart of the Chinook's power are two Honeywell T55G714 turboshaft engines, each producing approximately 4,733 shaft horsepower. This massive power drives the helicopter's signature twin rotor system, which not only allows for superior lift and stability, but also eliminates the need for a tail rotor, freeing up more power to transport troops and equipment into the field. And transporting is what it does best. The MH-47G can carry up to 24 fully equipped Special Forces personnel inside its large cabin, or hand heavy equipment and vehicles externally, even in extreme weather conditions or high altitude environments, and most other helicopters would be banned from flying. That capability has proven invaluable in the mountains of Afghanistan, where landing sites are often small, rugged and surrounded by steep cliffs. Lift is life in these conditions, and the Chinook has it in abundance. Equally impressive is its endurance. Equipped with long-range fuel tanks and a modern aerial refueling probe, the MH-47G can fly missions exceeding 400 miles without ever landing. And thanks to its advanced avionics suite, including a standard electronic architecture, radar warning receiver, and multi-mode radar for terrain-following flight, the aircraft can fly low and fast, hugging the ground at night or through bad weather with a level of confidence few other platforms can match. While the size and range of the MH-47G Chinook make it a prime choice for deep penetration missions, those same features also make it a tempting target. That's why the Night Soldier version isn't just big, it's heavily armed and armored, built to fight in and claw its way out if need be. Unlike the regular version, the MH-47G is equipped with advanced defensive systems, hardened to counter the closing threats that are typical of special operations missions in hostile territory. In terms of firepower, the Chinook is typically armed with multiple M134D rotary machine guns or M240 machine guns, one on each side door and one firing from the rear door. This all-encompassing capability allows the crew to provide suppressive fire during landing, extraction, or even while in flight, creating a mobile protective bubble around the aircraft. In addition to its kinetic prowess, the MH-47G is also equipped with electronic survivability features. Its suite of defense systems includes radar and missile warning receivers, infrared countermeasures, and advanced flare and decoy dispensers to full heat or radar guided missiles, but in war zones where shoulder-to-shoulder threats are ever present. These countermeasures are not luxuries, they are a must. And then there's the armor. The Chinook's crew compartment and critical systems are protected by ballistic armor, allowing it to withstand small arms fire and keep flying. This durability, combined with redundant systems and mechanical endurance, gives the Night Soldier the confidence to move forward even when things are falling apart. Black Hawk, to combat Chamelin from the brute force of the Chinook, we move on to the aircraft that strikes the perfect balance of firepower, versatility, and stealth, the MH-60M Black Hawk. To the untrained eye, it may look like a standard utility helicopter, but in the hands of the 16 Air Regiment, the MH-60M becomes a combat chameleon that it can deliver a special operations, team into a courtyard in Mogadishu, extract wounded from a mountainside in Afghanistan, or provide close air support during a raid in northern Syria. It is the mid-range champion of Special Operations Aviation. Fast, agile, and uncompromising in the hands of the right operator. The MH-60M Black Hawk is at the heart of the 16 Air Regiment's combat capabilities because it embodies the one quality that every special mission requires above all else: adaptability. Unlike conventional A60 variants, the MH-60M is the product of a relentless evolution customized by the US Army and Special Operations Aviation Command to be faster, smarter, tougher, and deadlier. It's not just another Black Hawk, it's a Black Hawk reborn under pressure. At its core, the MH-60M is powered by the General Electric T70 and D engines. Each is capable of producing over 2,000 shaft horsepower, providing impressive thrust for hot and high in environments, fast takeoffs, and heavy payloads. But power is just the beginning. What really sets the MH-60M apart is its digital backbone, equipped with the same Canon avionics architecture as the MH-47G. The cockpit gives night ranger pilots advantage real-time situational awareness, terrain following radar, and multi-aircraft coordination tools, all optimized for night and low-altitude flying. That digital integration means the MH-60M doesn't just fly, it thinks. It's also built to take a beating, with upgraded rotors, reinforced fuselage sections, and modular armor. The plane can take a beating and keep going. It can deliver troops into tight urban terrain, hovering with extreme stability to perform fast roll-pull, cable rescue missions, and even perform marine tasks with corrosion-resistant materials and buoyancy equipment. It's one of the few platforms that can seamlessly transition from assault to medical, evacuation to command and control without a complete reconfiguration. That's what makes it invaluable to the night soldier. It fits into nearly any mission profile without compromise. The MH-60M Black Hawk is more than just a precision instrument, it's a ghost machine, built for missions where being heard, seen, or detected could mean failure or death, while it may lack the angular geometry of a stealth aircraft. A night soldier's Black Hawk was designed with low observability in mind, from infrared suppression systems that hide the heat signature of its engines, to exhaust diffusers and sound deadening modifications. The MH-60M is designed to sneak through enemy airspace under the radar, both literally and figuratively, in pitch darkness. Flying just a few feet above the ground at 120 knots, it became a shadow with teeth, and those teeth were formidable. The MH-60M was usually armed with TM-134D rotary machine guns or M240H machine guns mounted in the doors. They provide overlapping fields of fire to suppress threats. During the infiltration and withdrawal, for added attack power, it can be equipped with precision rocket launchers or Hellfire missiles. This gives it a direct action capability comparable to some dedicated attack platforms. But weapons are not randomly attached. Payloads are tailored to each specific mission, whether it is protecting a rapid withdrawal, neutralizing light vehicles, or suppressing fortified positions while a team approaches the target. Equally important as attack capability is survivability. The MH-60M is armored in all key areas: cockpit, fuel tank, and crew compartment. It provides protection against small arms fire and artillery fragments. Electronic defense systems include radar and laser warning receivers, missile approach warning systems, and countermeasures dispensers capable of launching flares and decoys in split-second bursts. If you're trying to take one down, you're going to have to give it your all. This isn't a helicopter that simply supports special operations, it's deeply embedded in them. One with the soldiers it carries is integral to the success of every high-risk, high-reward mission 160 undertakes. Whether landing on rooftops in central Baghdad or hovering over a ridge under sniper fire in Kuna province, the MH-60s don't just get the job done, they become part of the legend. To end this episode, we've had a glimpse of the aircraft of 160's special operation Aviation Regiment. So what do you think of the Night Troopers and their incredible aircraft? What military hardware would you like us to cover in future episodes? Also, if you have been lucky enough to see these planes in person, or better yet, have flown in one, please leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to stay up to date with our latest content. And while you're here, why not check out one of our other great videos? Thanks for watching and see you next time.